3-year-olds love a lot of things. Playing with Legos, being right, funny sounds, Play-Doh, making noises in the lunch line, beating their teacher at Foursquare on the playground. Oddly enough, writing is not often on that list, so I make it my personal vendetta every single year to change all of my students' minds about writing, and I tell them this. At the very beginning of the year when we're introducing writing, I tell them, I know you don't like writing, and I'm here to change their mind. I present it as this challenge I am facing. And you know what? Before long, I have my students reminding me, make sure we don't miss the writing lesson. Like, guys, when have we ever missed the writing lesson? They want to make sure we get to that time in our day. They value that time in our day. So I'm sharing my tips and tricks with you today to help your students love writing too. First things first, there are some really simple things you can do. These don't have to be big, extravagant changes to help encourage your students to love writing. It can be as simple as what they're writing with. The first thing I like to do to help empower my writers is to let them pick their writing utensil. As many educators are, I feel very strongly about what I'm writing with. If I'm writing with a pencil, it better be a number 2 yellow Ticonderoga, or even better if it can be a Sharpwriter mechanical pencil where you have to twist the end of it instead of clicking the eraser, but that's just me. I like to give my students preferences for what they want to write with. Now, that doesn't mean every single day they get to write with the yellow Crayola marker, but I do give them opportunities to choose what they're gonna write with. We know that choice is so powerful, so another form of choice I use in the classroom is letting them choose where they're going to write. Letting it be as simple as letting them sit around the room instead of sitting in their desk, or letting them even just swap desks with the people around them, can be super motivating for students during a time of day that they might not be enjoying in terms of content. Let them choose where they're sitting around the room. Another great seating change that can really motivate your writers is taking the writing outside. If it's a beautiful day, relocate to the sunshine and let your writers work on their independent writing outside. We have picnic tables outside that we can access, so that is the perfect place to take my writers when the sunshine comes back every single spring. Another favorite trick that I love to use to motivate my students during writing is letting them pick the playlist. I am a music teacher. I love to have music going in the background. I will listen to 7 hours of Disney instrumentals on YouTube if that's what it's going to take. For writing, I love to get suggestions from my students. I'll then compile an instrumental playlist of those songs. That way they're hearing things that they're like, oh, that was the song I picked. She listened to my suggestion. It's so much fun for them. And then sometimes they'll start humming along while they're writing. The motivation is there. And again, it's helping them feel involved in this process. We all have those students who are so engaged in our whole group lesson, but as soon as you send them out for independent writing, that's where you lose them. My favorite trick to capture those students' attention is to give them a writing buddy. Now, this could be another student that they're physically writing beside. That mirroring of the behavior can be super helpful to keep them on track. My favorite type of writing buddy, though, is a stuffed animal. I have a big bin of stuffed animals that live in our classroom library, and they're available as reading buddies for students to read aloud to, but in the afternoon, we turn them into our writing buddies. Everyone is more than welcome to pick a stuffed animal to work with while they are writing, and it's amazing how many of those stuffed animals end up in the stories they're working on during that independent writing time. Now you can use it as a special reward or special motivation for the handful of students that really need it. Just make sure you really go over those behavior expectations to keep that independent writing block going nice and smooth. There are so many amazing ideas for engagement during independent writing that will absolutely change the mood in your classroom during that writing instruction. If you have a strategy that works super well for you in your classroom, please drop it in the comments so everyone in our community can benefit from your great ideas. Now, all these tricks are going to help your students love writing, but I also have a trick that's going to help you love teaching writing. For the longest time, writing was my least favorite part of the day because I never felt ready to teach these lessons. I always felt I was just pulling straws in terms of planning. I never felt like I had great direction from the resources that I did have. So I wanted to share with you my absolute favorite tool when it comes to writing, and those are the Not So Wimpy Teacher writing units. These units of instruction truly have every single thing you need to plan and implement a beautiful writer's workshop in your classroom. the resources you need for your whole group instruction, ideas for your independent writing, that task that your students are going to be working on every single day, grading rubrics, writing papers. This truly has everything in one place, and it has definitely made me love writing as well. If you want to check out the writing units, please click this link or head down to my description box. I'm going to be looking for those ideas that have rocked your writing workshop down in the comments. And make sure you hit that subscribe button. We would love to have you join our community. We put new videos out every single week. And as always, we hope you have a not so wimpy day. Bye.